So I want to talk about, what does it mean to be blessed, or how can you tell that somebody is blessed? So I just have something written down here, and I put, it's a phrase that we often hear, blessed and highly favored. But what truly makes someone blessed and highly favored? To the carnal, to the fleshly mind, it is what we can see, right? The physical things, the materials, the career, the degrees that you have, where you reside. It's how much wealth you've accumulated, the physical, that is. And if you lack these things, many who use that phrase, blessed and highly favored, will say that you aren't blessed, but struggling. And no favor is on your life if you lack those physical things that they can't see. So since being blessed has been reduced to materials, many have gotten that blessings they've forgotten that blessings don't look like what is seen with the eyes. And as Yahushua, so as the Messiah told us also in Matthew chapter 5, verses 3 through 12, what did he say? He said, blessed are the poor in spirit, because theirs is the kingdom of heavens. Blessed are those who mourn, because they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, because they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, because they shall be filled. Blessed are the compassionate, because they shall obtain compassion. And blessed are the clean, or the pure in heart, because they shall see Elohim. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God, sons of Elohim. Blessed are the persecuted, blessed are those persecuted for righteousness' sake, because theirs is the kingdom of heavens. And also, blessed are you when they reproach and persecute you and falsely say every wicked word against you for Yahushua's sake. Rejoice and be glad, because your reward in the heavens is great. For in this way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. And of course, this is not to say that if you're truly blessed, you don't have wealth, or you don't have anything. That's not to say that either. You can be blessed and also have materials. You can be blessed and have wealth as well. However, that will not be the indicator that you're blessed and favored, because the wicked too have wealth. So how will you distinguish, or how are you going to be set apart from the wicked? We go back to Psalms verse 1. It says, blessed is the man who shall not walk in the counsel of the wrong, and shall not stand in the path of sinners, and shall not sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of Yahuwah, or of God, and he meditates in his law day and night. Psalms 1, verses 1 through 2. So if you do not sit, stand, nor walk in the counsel of the wicked, but have all the materials, so if you're sitting and you're standing and you're walking in the counsel of the wicked, and you have all these materials in the world, you are not blessed, but blinded, deceived by the fleeting pleasures of worldly wealth, that if you look at it for too long, it will grow wings and it will fly away. So all that to say is, examine your heart and see if you are truly blessed or if you're blinded. So, because I know for many, especially in my family, it's really like, what do you have? Do you have the degrees? Do you have the titles? So, what position do you have? Are you climbing the corporate ladder? These are things that make you blessed, right? In the physical. But that does not distinguish you at all from the wicked, because the wicked also have the degrees. They have the titles. They're in these high places, Are you going to say that they are blessed and highly favored as well? No. Those who are blessed and highly favored are not going to walk, nor sit, nor stand in the counsel of the wicked. You're not going to sit there and be complacent with wickedness either. So, it's just another phrase as well that's been thrown around and tossed around for too long, saying, oh, I'm blessed, oh, I'm favored. Examine your heart. See if you truly are blessed and favored. Truly. Or if you're just like everyone else in the world, those who are in the world, who have things And because they have those things, they think that they don't need anything else. They think that they have already received their blessing. They think that they have already achieved what they need to have by just those materials. But once all that stuff is gone, and there will come a time when those things will be gone, and you will be given an ultimatum. Either you take the mark of the beast, or you don't. And you know what happens if you don't. But a lot of us don't want to suffer. We don't want to go through anything. We don't want to be servants. We want to be served instead of serving others. That's not what we were called to do. As I said, being blessed does not mean that you don't have wealth. That does not mean that at all. But wealth is not an indicator. The materials that you have is not an indicator. The car that you drive, the neighborhood that you live in is not an indicator that you are blessed. So have to meditate on that and pray about that, and make sure that we really are walking in righteousness and not walking just in the flesh, because we don't want to be deceived out here, because that's exactly how the enemy gets you, with what you can see with your eyes. But as we already know, our Abba, he does not look at man just at the outward appearance, but he looks at the heart. So examine the heart and see if you're truly blessed, and see if you are actually in the faith as well. Okay, bye.